explosive games. www.studiopow.fun.
Hey guys, this is Will Hilburn, game designer, entrepreneur, and CEO of StudioPow.fun. And today we are going to have an in-house board game battle royale.
Are you ready?
Our two contestants are Renee Shell.
My name's Renee Shell. I am a paralegal. I love board games. I will always play a bard in D&D, and I'm ready to play Black Flags.
And Ryitt Shell.
Hello, I'm Ryitt Shell. I'm a 5th grader. I go to Willard Schools. I'm a wrestler. I love playing board games. I love playing D&D with my family, and I'm ready to play Black Flags. Risk it for the biscuit!
Ready to play
some. Okay, you have to.
We are ready to play Black Flags.
Arr!
So today we're going to play Black Flags, world's smallest piracy board game. We'll start with game setup. Okay, so the game is all set up now, and Ryitt has chosen Captain Kyler, and Renee has chosen Captain Blair, and we are all set up and ready to play. Now they will decide independently which one of the 4 port locations they want to start. Now this is really important because this is going to kind of set the pace for your character. If you start at Trader's Way, for example, that's going to set you up on more of just a general trader where you're just trying to be an honest merchant, buying and selling goods and things like that. Whereas if you start at Pirate's Cove, that's going to be more of a pirate's path or more of like a smuggler path. By starting at Pirate's Cove, you're able to buy contraband, which is illegal in this area, and the Royal Guard are sailing around and they're trying to confiscate any contraband that they find. So buying and selling contraband is really risky, but it makes the most money. You can sell it for 5 gold at Trader's Way, so it's really, really valuable. But it is illegal, so that's a risk if you're willing to take. Otherwise, you're just buying and selling regular trade goods. At Trader's Way, you can buy textiles. At the Islands Exotica, you can buy spices. And at the Golden Isles, you can buy tobacco. And you can also, when you're at the Golden Isles, you'll be able to bury any treasure that you have to earn victory points on the victory track here. You have to bury 10 gold at a time. If Renee just buried 10 gold and was on the Golden Isles and buried 10 gold, she would move the victory cube 1 space her direction. So Ryitt has decided
Pirate's Cove.
And why?
I'm playing as Captain Kyler. My starting bonus is swordplay. So I'm gonna get some gold, and I'm gonna go to the Golden Island, bury the gold, and that's what my plan is to do.
Renee has chosen.
I'm playing as Captain Blair. Her starting bonus is Pirate's Favor. She is an ex-pirate that's trying to stay on the good and narrow path, but you never know where these waters are going to take you.
Okay, so now we know a little bit about the characters that we're playing here. Let's see how these two bash in the Battle Royale. First thing we're going to do real quick is get our characters set up. Take 2 of these are player cubes right here, guys. There's 13 player cubes in each black and white. So you'll use these throughout the game with the game board to kind of mark if you have any bonuses or if you have, for example, she starts with Pirate Favor. And then also on your character card, you'll use the coins to mark how much gold you currently have. So each player begins with 12 gold, and they both start with 3 ships. So take a player cube, place it on the board here, and mark that you have 3 ships. You will always have at least 3 ships. You'll never have fewer than 3 ships, and you'll never have more than 5 ships. And the number of ships you have dictates the amount of cargo that you can have. And these are your trade goods. You've got spices are orange, and you buy those at the Islands Exotica. You've got your textiles in blue. You buy those at Trader's Way. You've got your contraband in red that you buy at Pirate's Cove, and you've got tobacco that is green, and that you buy at the Golden Isles. And you're going to use these on this little cargo track right here. And you also, guys, will start with 1 morale, which is the little happy face there. And just quickly, your morale can be spent in the game to move additional spaces around the game map. And you can also use morale to re-roll a roll if you had a bad roll. You'll gain and lose morale based on decisions that you make in the event cards. You start with Pirate Favor. Yep. So go ahead and mark that you have 1 Pirate Favor there. And you start with Swordplay, so you start with a +1 bonus to any of your Swordplay rolls, okay? Alright guys, we're all set up and ready to play now. So you guys roll off to see who's the starting player. We've got Captain Kyler starting the game at Pirate's Cove. Since he begins his turn on a port location, he can now buy and sell goods based on the reference card here. For example, at Pirate's Cove, he can buy contraband for 1 gold each. He currently has 3 ships, so he could buy right now, and he has 12 gold, so he could go ahead and buy 3 contraband right now. Or he could spend a little bit of money. As you see on the bottom of the reference card there, you can spend 5 gold to buy additional ships, increase your attributes to a +1, +2, or +3 bonus by spending gold, as referenced in the commerce side of the player's card there. And so, he has a few choices to make here right off the bat. Do you want to buy another ship? Do you want to just go ahead and start with 3 and roll on? Okay, and do you want to buy contraband while you're there?
Yeah, I want to buy 3.
And you know that it's illegal and there's a chance that the Royals will, okay, he's in. Okay, so he takes his contraband token and puts it on the 3 section of his cargo bay. He's now carrying 3 contraband. Is there anything else that you want to do there? Do you want to increase any, do you want to hire crew? Because basically you can spend money to hire crew. You can actually increase your attributes that way.
Let's just do +1.
To what? You got swordplay, cannons, skullduggery, negotiation, steering,
Negotiation.
harpoons. Negotiation, I like it, I like it. All right, so he's going to take a player cube and put it on his negotiation to show that he now has a +1 in negotiation. Now that he's finished with the commerce options at Pirates Cove, he must move 1 space around the map in clockwise order. So he would move there. Now, he has now another decision to make. You could spend the 1 morale that you already have, and you could just go ahead and skip having any events at sea, and you could go straight to Islands Exotica where you won't have any events. Or do you want to actually have an event?
I'm risking it for the biscuit.
All right, so he's going to just go ahead and take an event there. At this point, Renee will draw an event for him. And what you're going to do, Renee, is you're going to read the opening paragraph there to him, but you don't give away the part in red until after he's made the decision. Then you'll tell him what his challenge, bonus, or penalty is to the event dice. He'll roll to determine whether it's successful, and then you will tell him what he gets or what he loses based on if he's successful or not.
From the crow's nest, you see a dark mess begin to appear under the ship. Kraken! You cry out to the crew. Will you try to kill the beast by aiming at the mouth, or will you take an easier shot by aiming for the tentacle? Either way, you must use harpoons against the Kraken.
I'm going to shoot at the mouth.
So he's going for the kill shot.
He gets a +1.
So these waters, you guys, are infested with giant kraken, okay? So here, he was forced to use harpoons, right? You didn't have any other choices. Some cards will actually present multiple choices for you. However, the krakens, you just really don't have much of a choice other do you want to kill it or do you want to just free the ship with a tentacle. He's decided to go for the kill shot. So are there any bonuses to the event die?
The Kraken gets a +1.
Okay, so you take your player die and you take the event die and you... Oh!
He came out. Come
He's like, I'm out. Okay, so Ryitt gets a 5, and then the Kraken gets a 3 plus the 1, right? So the player dice is greater with bonuses and everything, greater than the Kraken dice. So he is successful. Now you would reveal the entire card to him, just to make sure that you gave him all the options and everything. Tell him what he gained.
So you get a +1 to a crew morale.
All right, so that goes from a +1 to a 2.
Yep, so you get a +1 to fame now.
Okay, so now you have a choice to make. With fame, you can either get 1 royal favor, 1 trader favor, and 1 pirate favor, or you can move the victory check 1 space your direction. All right, so he decides to take the favor. So killing a Kraken is a big deal around here. Once an event is used up, it's placed in a discard pile. Oh, I should mention, if there's ever a wind icon in the upper right-hand corner of the event card, that means that the player is blown 1 additional space. And then they can take an additional set of port options at the other port location. But there was no wind on his event, so he's done with his turn. It's now Renee's turn. She's starting with 12 gold, a pirate's favor, 3 ships, and 1 morale.
I'm going to buy a ship.
Okay, that's going to cost you 5.
Okay, so that leaves me at 7.
So you just pull the other one off. Yep.
And then I will buy...
At Trader's Way sells textiles for 1 gold each. All right, so she took her textiles, she moved it to 4 on her cargo bay, and now she's finished with her trading options. Okay.
And I'm going to head... Can I go any direction?
You have to go in clockwise
Clockwise,
direction.
okay. Well, then I will go...
Yeah. You can only go into the Eye of the Sea if you find an item that allows you to. That's the only way to go into the Eye of the Sea.
Mom, do you want me to use your
I am headed to Islands of Exotica.
Yes, which are right here. So you're
Okay.
trying to get around to here. Okay, so you're here. You have a morale. You could spend that morale to move an additional space and not have an event.
I'm good.
She's going for the event. So Ryitt's going to read an event to her.
You are off course. However, this may turn out to be in your favor. You are surrounded by jagged rocks and a graveyard of wrecked ships. Steering port side will be a more difficult path. However, you will be able to loot a wrecked ship and easier path starboard side. Either way, you must use steering. Port or starboard side.
I will go port side.
They will get a +2.
So I will use morale.
Boom.
I won.
We.
As you peer through your lens, you spot a fleet of trading ships being attacked by pirates. You can ignore the conflict and sail on, or you may come to the aid of the traders using one of the following options: swordplay or negotiation.
Let's go for a negotiation.
Okay. You have to have make it
You
a
got-
+1.
He does too, so it's an even roll.
All right.
So just get better than them. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Ah!
Okay, Captain Kyler. We're about halfway through the game. How do you feel like you're doing?
I think I'm gonna win this match. I'm feeling confident in this match. Gotta keep playing strong, and we'll see how who wins.
All right, and now tell me this. What is your strategy moving forward? Now that you know how to play the game a little bit, what kind of things are you going to be trying to do to
So
win?
I'm gonna try to collect a lot of gold and try to bury it up. And yeah. And that's it.
Okay, Captain. The fates have not really been in your favor this game.
I have lost.
What are you
going
going to try to do to turn it around?
Well, I was trying to be on the good side, but now I was buying only trade goods, but now I think I'm trying to buy, sell at every stop and seeing if that will help, and possibly buying some more contraband.
Okay, guys, we are at the very end here. It's coming down to the wire. Favor is leaning towards Ryitt at this point, but it's really, really close. But it is Ryitt's turn, so go, bub.
So I'm gonna go to the ocean. Event card.
You find yourself in a nice position to be a ruthless pirate tonight. A fleet of upper crust royals and traders are having a gala at sea, fireworks included. How shall you play this, Captain? You can ignore the temptation and sail on, or you may choose from the following options: swordplay, skullduggery, or cannons.
Swordplay.
Okay, they don't get any bonus.
Yes! Plus you have your bonus.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you win?
He gets a crew morale,
Okay, keep that up a notch.
and he gets a treasure card.
And that's game.
Ooh, okay, so he draws the last treasure card, which is the magic scimitar. Now that the last treasure card has been drawn, the game is over. And since the victory cube is on Ryitt's side, when the last card was drawn, he is the winner. Okay, Captain, things went really well for you this game.
Yes.
So how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling really good.
What was your main strategy that won you the game?
Just upgrading stats, getting a lot of money, and that's how I won the game.
So, in your celebration, we've decided to throw a nice party and... Yeah! Okay, so things didn't go as planned, Captain. How are you feeling right now?
Pretty down on my booty.
What does your crew think of your performance?
They're not very happy. They left.
Oh yeah? Is it
Yeah.
just you? Do you...
Yeah. I don't have any ships left. I don't have any crew.
So, what was your strategy?
My strategy was that I was trying to sell textiles and tobacco and stuff, but I just kept running into trouble. But I think next time I will bump up my stats more, and maybe that will help instead of maybe, just focusing on just trying to get cargo. I think that I'll work on my stats more.
Alright guys, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for stopping by our channel, and thank you for hanging out with us for game night tonight. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And also leave me a comment and tell me what you think about Black Flags. Alright guys, till next time. Peace.
Ready to play.
Okay, you have to.
We're ready to play Black Flags. All we're
I
doing.
know.
You can keep
Okay.
going.
We are ready to play Black Flags.
Arr!
Go.
Hey guys, this is Will with StudioPow.fun.
And this is Ryitt.
And today we're going to play Black Flags.